Manchester United has just lost against Grimsby in the first round, the first game of the Carabao Cup, 12 goals to 11. That's a lot of goals. And that was some penalty shootouts. Look, guys, I want to tell you guys what I think, guys. I know most of you have watched different platforms and different opinions. You're just jumping on the goalkeeper. And yeah, you're correct. I think Onana isn't fit to be a Manchester United goalkeeper. He is a good goalkeeper at the end of the day, but not a Manchester United goalkeeper. Why? Because there are many reasons, which I'm going to tell you guys a little bit later. But we lost the game last night. It wasn't forcefully because of Onana. Yes, Onana conceded 2 goals. I agree. Two goals, and I want him out. But I think we lost the game against a Division Two league team because of the way Manchester United plays. And this has been a confirmation from our manager, Amorim. Amorim came and made it clear that the players down tools. Look, if you are looking at football going on an individual, which I will say again that Onana needs to be loaned, we need a new goalkeeper. His level of concentration is almost zero. This brings me back to what I've been telling you guys, in transfer. You jump to all these platforms, these channels who tell you, oh, Mbappe is coming to Manchester United. Fuck it. The problem with Manchester United is not a player. The problem with Manchester United is the way we play. We don't play as a team. The question is, how can we motivate these players to play as a group team? Do you know what team football looks like? Like against Arsenal, when everybody goes ahead, everybody's come here. Do you know how team football looks like? Like when we scored the second goal. When you see Maguire, when you want to play. Please, guys, the thing is that, look, it's too bad that this information is not going to a lot of people. But some of you fans, you just watch football as if you're watching a movie that has been rehearsed. Football is real life. If you play as a group, the goal will come somehow. No, there is no plan to score goals, but there are plans. They are built up plays for goals to come in any game. The thing with Manchester United, when you see us play, you cannot imagine how Sesko is going to score a goal. You cannot imagine how Holland, who is going to Napoli already, will score a goal. You cannot imagine how previous Abramovich was a super player for him to create goals by himself. Manchester United has a system that does not play for their attackers. And this is something that I've said this a lot. I'm just too old to be shouting on TV so to get views. But I want to tell you guys that the reason why we lost yesterday is highly also from the goalkeeper Onana, which again I'll always repeat when I call his name, that they need to find a loan for this guy to leave. He doesn't have a future at Manchester United, and I will tell you. But the biggest problem we have is the way we play. How do you start a season? For those of you who have subscribed in this channel for a long time, you know I've been complaining on this channel the whole last year, this community, that the biggest problem from a player, I played professional football, I was a midfielder, I know what I'm talking about. The biggest problem with Manchester United, we don't have a proper pivot midfielder. When you have a proper pivot midfielder who has some experience and some confidence, you can dictate the game. There is a reason why There's a reason why Arteta bought the Ghanaian from Atletico Madrid. I forgot the name. He's no longer there. There's a reason why he has went for Zubimendi. There's a reason why Arsenal went for those players. There's a reason why Newcastle went for Taneli. There are certain positions in the football pitch which are very, very important, as well as goalkeeper, which is super important. But with Manchester United, there are some areas which are very good, but which we have players that can play. But the problem is our pivot. We really don't have a pivot to an extent that we are playing Bruno Fernandes out of position to play as a midfielder. So how do you think a team like this could be prosperous? I don't see Manchester United qualifying from top 5 in this season. As it sits, I thought it was easy for us to compare top 4. That was one of the reasons I was happy we didn't qualify for Euro. I thought we will use the Premier League and motivate. But it is clear that this football club, the players, you will see these players were there 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all the Delo and so on. We have a lot of fraudulent players who don't give their all in the game. The problem is to just give your all and take a point. The problem is just to be highly concentrated. We have we had a mixed selection in the first half. You could easily see Ogate, who was there. I just hate to single out players, because my worries, my thinking, the kind of football I love to see and I play is the football where you move the ball very quick. And when you move the ball very quick, you cannot. It takes a lot for you to single out a good player. because everybody plays for the team. Ahmad holds the ball under the ring. He stays with the ball a lot. He loses the ball. You have first goal came through just an individual dominance. A brilliant player individual. You have players like Kuna. They are all swallowed. Why? Because the team doesn't play collective game. And when the collectiveness of a game, let me tell you this, guys. Do you know why players are going individual in Manchester United? Because our collective play is almost zero. When you have a good collective play, a game plan like City, like Liverpool, then you know you're going to win games. I just wish that some of you fans would have listened to this. So guys, if you like this, please share this to many fans. Let you know. The problem here, you say, oh, Menu, if Menu wasn't playing today, you say, oh, Menu, why they benching Menu? Menu is a good player. Menu will play fantastic well in Liverpool. He will play very well. He will play well even in a team like Everton. But with Manchester United, we are building a team of egomaniac players. The problem with our team is egoistic. Full stop. The reason why we are not winning games is egoistic. You saw how a team which is not egoistic plays against Arsenal, where a team plays as a block, as a unit. And this is the reason why we are going to lose a lot of games if we don't change this. When Amorim sits after the game and he's interviewed and they're asking him about the game, he says he doesn't want to talk about Onana. I mean, going on Onana is very childish. Going on Maguire is very childish at this point, on Bruno. Going on even Ahmad, going on Sesko. Why don't you talk about Sesko? Why did he not score? It's very childish. What is not childish is that when you watch the game, Grimsby, which is a Division 2 side, played us out of the park. A team who played very offensive, played as a group. In British English, you say they needed the win more than Manchester United. These players proved we don't want to play Carabao Cup. That's mic drop. I mean, mic drop. Manchester United players don't want to play Carabao Cup. Full stop. They allow themselves to be dominated. We have professional players, the professional players who can do the job. These are players who have pride for their profession, but zero. I won't do player ratings here. It doesn't make any sense. Because if I do it, Onana, I don't know how much I'll give Onana. Coming back to the penalties, which is something I know is good made of law. Onana is very heavy on the ground. I'm a Cameroonian, I'm an African. Our feeding, our food, we're not like fat, but we have this heavy tendency, you know. Onana is very heavy. You can see from the way he plays. How can they look at the first goal? It came to Onana. How can you bluff the first ball and they score you where you're standing score you on your position? The second goal, we complain about Beinda, that Beinda couldn't. The goal we considered in Arsenal, just the same as you see on the thumbnail. Onana is physically, but I just don't understand. It is not. I don't see the rationale yet. And let us don't forget that game had to be 3-2. We were lucky to go on penalties. It would have been we were lucky to go on penalties because I don't see the offside. I know they said it was an offside. I don't know maybe the rules, but the third goal from Grimsby, it was a goal. It would have been 3-1 and that's it. So guys, I'm so disappointed in the game. There's nothing I can say. I can't say anything about Amorim. I can't say anything about Menu, about Bruno Fernandes. If any fan, if you just sit here and you are complaining that, Buemo made us to come out, made us to lose the game yesterday, then go and be watching cricket. You don't understand what football is. In a penalty, any team can win. So guys, I'm so disappointed. I don't know what to do. I'll do 5 things we learned, but that will be tactically more about it. But my conclusion on the game is that Manchester United really threw this away. Manchester United players don't want to play the Carabao Cup. Guys, if you like what you heard, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the video. Yes, we'll be staying in this community. We spoke to YouTube, and YouTube has arranged everything. So someone like Van Hanstoist and most of you who are members of the channels, you can put your membership back if you really want to do so. YouTube have told me the issue, and hopefully from today, when you watch the videos, you share them, maybe we will get a bigger audience. With that all said, guys, talk to you soon. Bye bye.